What's the real difference between someone earning rupees 29 lakhs and someone earning rupees 40 lakhs in the same role? Not talent or performance, it's negotiation effectiveness, something we never learned in school. I spent 7 years making costly negotiation mistakes before learning the techniques that changed everything. In my early career, watching colleagues earn significantly more despite similar qualifications was a painful reality check. Today, I'm sharing the 5 biggest negotiation errors silently draining your paycheck. For each mistake, you'll learn a specific tactic that helped me transform my earning potential. These strategies can add thousands to your income before your next important conversation, just like they did for me. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get everything they ask for while you're struggling to be heard? I made these 5 mistakes for years without realizing it. Let me walk you through my personal journey, from being underpaid by rupees 10 lakhs compared to colleagues with similar experience to finally turning things around. Mistake number 1, revealing my number first. I used to think honesty was the best approach in salary discussions. When I said, I'm looking for around X amount, I immediately placed a ceiling on what I could receive. In one early role, I stated my expected salary up front, only to discover later the company's budget was 20% higher. They happily paid me less because I anchored the conversation at a lower number. Mistake number 2, focusing only on money. I'd walk into negotiations with just a single figure in mind, overlooking other valuable components. During one particularly frustrating negotiation, I was so fixated on a specific salary that I missed out on a role with incredible growth opportunities, flexible working arrangements, and health benefits that would have been more valuable in the long run. Next, I realized mistake number 3, not doing my homework. I entered negotiations without solid data on market rates or understanding what the other side valued. In my most embarrassing fail, I accepted an offer that was 15% below industry standard simply because I hadn't researched properly. That mistake cost me over $40,000 in lost earnings over 3 years. Mistake number 4, taking things personally. When facing pushback, my emotions would take over. During a promotion discussion, when my manager questioned whether I deserved the raise, I became so flustered that I immediately backed down instead of confidently presenting my achievements. Finally, mistake number 5, lacking a clear BATNA. Without backup options, I felt trapped. Either accept what was offered or walk away with nothing. This fear of losing the opportunity led me to accept unfavorable terms more times than I'd like to admit. The transformation, 5 powerful tactics that changed everything. After years of making these costly mistakes, I discovered a completely different approach to negotiations that transformed everything. Would you believe that by applying just a few strategic shifts, I turned my negotiation weaknesses into strengths? What follows isn't theoretical advice. These are battle-tested tactics that helped me secure deals others thought impossible. I hit rock bottom after bombing several interviews. That's when I decided to completely reinvent my approach. Tactic number 1, the silence strategy. I learned to leverage the power of silence in negotiations. Instead of revealing my number first, I now ask, what's the budget for this position? And then I wait. This simple switch consistently increases starting offers by 15 to 20%. The first time I tried this, I was terrified. My palms were sweaty, but I forced myself to stay quiet. And the hiring manager revealed their full budget range. Tactic number 2, the value conversation framework. I developed a 3-step process to shift discussions away from pure salary numbers. First, I research company challenges. Second, I present specific examples of how I've solved similar problems with measurable results. Third, I connect my solutions directly to their business goals. In one case, I highlighted how my process improvement saved a previous employer us 15 lakhs annually. Suddenly, my compensation request seemed like a bargain. Tactic number 3, the preparation system. Like a chess master planning moves ahead, I thoroughly investigate the other side's priorities before any negotiation. By understanding what matters most to them, I can make proposals that address their actual needs rather than assumptions. Tactic number 4, the emotion management protocol. When faced with unexpected pushback, I use specific breathing techniques and ask open-ended questions that uncover true motivations behind demands. This approach has helped me navigate tense negotiations without taking things personally. Tactic number 5, the power position method. Creating leverage through multiple opportunities ensures I never negotiate from desperation. Having alternatives gives me the confidence to walk away, which paradoxically often leads to better offers. So we've reached the end of our tactics, but the real negotiation journey happens in your next conversation. Research shows mastering these skills can add up to an extra rupees 1 to 2 crores over your career. Money that separates those who advocate for themselves and those who don't. The transformation in my career came from practicing these tacticals nobody taught us in school. Choose the tactic that challenges you most and implement it in your next important conversation, whether about salary, responsibilities, or projects. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. I'm living proof that these skills can be learned. If I can do it, you absolutely can too. Let's connect in the comments. I want to hear which tactic you'll try first.